So I got a question here that I'd like to answer. I'm assuming that Jeshua could read and write. Why did he not leave a written account of his fundamental teachings? What are Jeshua's teachings? Well, I just did a video about the hidden teachings, and so that'll answer the second part of this. So go back and find that video, and you'll find out my thoughts on Jeshua's teachings. Assuming that Jeshua could read and write, I have no memory of Jeshua ever reading or writing. In fact, the only thing I remember is oral tradition, as us sharing story to story to story. I remember experiences and talking and speaking to one another. Why did he not leave a written account of his fundamental teachings? He left the account in the people to teach it, right? He left his legacy in multiple people to spread it, and not just 12, many more. And he shared, even in the Bible, he talks about talking to the masses. The meek shall inherit the earth. Meek meaning those who aren't violent, meaning the ones who live peacefully and lovingly. They will inherit the earth because they are what the world is heading towards, a more loving and beautiful place. But Jeshua did not leave a written account because Jeshua, as far as I knew, and like I said, my memories are far from complete. I do not remember him ever writing. I don't remember him ever reading. But I'm sure he did read, because I'm sure he read the Torah, and I'm sure he read other things as well. I just never saw it. So please don't say anything I say is an absolute. That's another thing that I seem to have an issue with. People take things as I say as absolutes. My memory is far from complete. I can only respond from the memories that I have, and I can only respond from the intuitions that I get about those memories and the extrapolations I get from the moments and the things that I can get. I can say, okay, well, if this is true, then this must be true. That's what I talk about. I once again say, I never ask anyone to believe anything I say. Only if it rings true to your heart should you follow it, and because it is your journey, not mine. I'm not here to show you the way. I'm here to live my truth, and if my truth resonates with you, then incorporate it into your truth. That's the key to this. But as far as him writing, he felt it was more important to spread the word in the way the word was being spread, and that was orally. So he literally told us all, ding, 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 right? And the other thing is I don't remember John writing either. I remember John dictating. I remember John having a young man there who was writing things down. And it's interesting because the name that always comes up to me is Timothy. And I think the kid was Greek. And my best friend in my life this time around his name is Tim, and he's Greek. His real name is Ephthemios. And so I often wonder whether it's the same guy, right? So I often wonder that, because I suddenly in this life have a best friend who's a Greek guy named Tim. It's kind of strange. But I believe John dictated messages to the various churches through Timothy. And I believe also that there was another guy, I forget his name, in Ephesus who did some messages back and forth between John and Paul. And I believe there were some contentious messages back and forth between John and Paul. Because there was definitely some differences in what they believed. But the idea of Jeshua not writing, it was, to him at that time, the way information was spread was literally by oral tradition mainly, and he was mainly dealing with very simple folk, and a lot of the reading and writing was really maintained for the holy men and for the even the study of the Torah was the learned men would speak on the Torah, and it wasn't necessarily something that they all had copies of, right? The learned men would teach from the Torah, and they would come and they would listen, and then they would go home and they would share what they learned with their family through oral means. So that's the thought on Jeshua and writing. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.